In the heart of California, where innovation meets imagination, a man named Ethan Cole prepared to make history. The air was thick with silence, yet heavy with anticipation. The sun was dipping low, painting the sky in orange and gold, while Ethan stood before what many believed was impossible, a car that could power itself. No gas. No electricity. No charging station. Just motion, fueled by its own system. For months, Ethan had been mocked, dismissed, and called delusional. He'd been told, that's not how science works. Yet deep down he knew, innovation doesn't ask for permission. It just happens. This wasn't just another prototype. This was the result of years of obsession, an idea born in a small garage, fueled by sleepless nights, and tested in silence while the world laughed. Today, he would silence them all. Ethan walked around the sleek, silver vehicle, elegant yet humble. On the hood, a small emblem shone faintly, SPX-1, the self-powered experiment. He took a deep breath, placed his hand on the door handle, and whispered, "Let's show them." With one click, the car came alive, not with the roar of an engine, but with a soft hum that seemed to breathe.
The dashboard lieu.
Energy coursed through the system without any external source. Ethan sat behind the wheel, his heart racing faster than the car itself. Reporters were already gathering. Passers-by had stopped to film. Some laughed, others looked curious, but everyone felt something strange in the air. The countdown began. 5, 4, 3, 2. The car rolled forward, smooth, steady, silent.
Gasless.
Cordless.
Limitless.
And just like that, Ethan Cole drove the world's first truly self-powered car on American soil. Within minutes, the video hit the internet. It went viral faster than wildfire. "Driver tests self-powered car in USA," flashed across every screen. Millions watched in disbelief. And somewhere in a golden New York office, a familiar figure leaned back in his chair, Donald J. Trump, watching the same footage with his signature grin.
Et whispered, "Naudete suatico l'American genius."
Ethan became an overnight sensation. News anchors debated the technology, scientists scrambled for explanations, and tech giants quietly began to panic. "How is that possible?" one analyst said on live TV. "It's fake," claimed another. But the footage spoke for itself. A car, running freely down the California highway, no charging cables, no fuel cap, just pure motion. Trump retweeted the video, captioning it, "This is big. A driver just changed the game. $10,000 reward to meet this man. America needs thinkers like him."
The tweet broke the internet.
People couldn't believe it. The former president of the United States had just offered a $10,000 reward for a man who defied physics. Ethan's phone wouldn't stop ringing. Reporters camped outside his house. Tesla engineers tried reaching out. And deep in Washington, government officials were quietly asking, "How does this car even work?" But Ethan wasn't ready to reveal his secret yet. The next morning, Ethan woke up to chaos. His phone buzzed non-stop, hundreds of missed calls, thousands of messages, millions of notifications. But one message stood out. It wasn't from a news outlet. It wasn't from a scientist. It was from an official U.S. government channel, sealed with a golden eagle emblem. "Mr. Cole, President Donald J. Trump requests to meet you personally regarding your recent invention. Please confirm availability."
Ethan froze.
His breath caught. For a moment, he thought it was a prank, until his phone rang again. "Mr. Cole," a voice asked. "This is the office of President Trump. Sir, he has seen your video and would like to meet you in New York. You'll be flown out tomorrow morning, all expenses covered." Ethan blinked in disbelief. The same man who built billion-dollar towers and shook global politics wanted to see his invention? A self-powered car built in a small garage by a dreamer who barely had funding? That night, Ethan barely slept. He kept replaying the test drive in his mind, the hum of the car, the flash of cameras, the faces of doubters. Tomorrow, he'd stand before one of the most powerful men in America.
Morning came fast.
The world already knew. Headlines screamed, "Trump invites self-powered car inventor." $10,000 reward turns into presidential meeting. The car that shook the nation. When Ethan arrived at Trump Tower, Manhattan was buzzing with reporters. Flashes blinded him as security escorted him through the golden doors. The air smelled of luxury and tension. He could feel eyes following him, the eyes of curiosity, envy, and hope. Inside the marble hall, a man in a sharp navy suit appeared.
Monsieur Cole, the President will see you now.
Ethan's heart thundered as the doors opened. Trump stood by the window, looking out at the New York skyline, hands folded behind his back. When he turned, his signature confidence filled the room. "Ethan," Trump said with a
Grain, you've done something absolutely incredible.
Ethan tried to speak, but words failed him. Trump gestured for him to sit. "I've seen everything, the car, the drive, the way it runs without gas or charge. People said it's impossible. I said, maybe not. That's what makes America great. People like you, who don't listen to the word impossible." Ethan smiled nervously. "Thank you, Mr. President."
Trump leaned forward.
"I'm a businessman. I've seen a lot of ideas come and go. But this is something else. I don't hand out rewards for fun, but I meant every word. You earned it." He reached into his desk, pulled out an envelope, and slid it across the polished surface. Inside was a check, $10,000, signed by Trump himself. "This," Trump said, "is not for the car.
It's for your courage."
Ethan stared at the check, hands trembling. Trump continued, "You proved something to the world, that innovation doesn't come from big labs or billion-dollar companies. It comes from one person with a vision and the guts to chase it." The cameras clicked.
Trump ended an choquant.
And in that single moment, a garage inventor became the face of a global revolution. After the meeting, the world's curiosity exploded. Everyone wanted to know, what powered the car? Ethan finally agreed to speak in an exclusive interview. Sitting across from a journalist, he said calmly, "It's not magic. It's science, just not the kind people are used to." He explained how his design used a magnetic resonance system, capable of capturing and recycling kinetic energy from motion, vibration, and environmental fields. The car essentially created a loop of self-sustaining energy. "It's like the Earth itself," Ethan said.
Always moving, always generating.
"The difference is, I found a way to harness that motion indefinitely." Skeptics were stunned. Experts tried replicating his experiment, but none succeeded. Ethan's technology was decades ahead. Trump tweeted again, "Ethan Cole's invention is the future. America must lead innovation, not follow it."
Prou moment.
Within days, Ethan's car became a symbol of independence, not just from oil or electricity, but from limitation itself. The world had changed overnight. Ethan's test drive wasn't just a viral moment anymore. It had become a symbol of freedom, innovation, and defiance. Every news channel in America was running the story. CNN called it a miracle on wheels. Fox News labeled it the greatest invention since electricity. And social media? It was chaos. Clips of Trump shaking Ethan's hand flooded every corner of the internet. People were arguing, celebrating, analyzing every frame. The hashtags #self-powered car and #Ethan Cole were trending worldwide. But behind the scenes, not everyone was celebrating. In the boardrooms of giant automotive companies, panic was setting in. For decades, they had controlled how cars moved: gasoline, diesel, then electric. Every upgrade, every model, every battery, a carefully managed cycle of dependency. And now, one man from California had broken that cycle. At Tesla HQ, engineers stared at the footage over and over. "How is it generating energy without an input source?" one asked. Another replied quietly, "If this is real, everything we know about transport changes." In Detroit, old fuel industry leaders held emergency meetings. They talked about losses, trillions of dollars, millions of jobs, a complete collapse of their empire. One executive slammed his fist on the table. "He's just one man. We can control this." But could they? Ethan's car was already beyond control. Dozens of investors were contacting him, offering millions to license his technology. Tech billionaires wanted to partner. Universities wanted to study it. Governments wanted to own it. Ethan, however, stayed quiet. He didn't want fame. He wanted change. He told a reporter, "This isn't about money. It's about giving the world independence. From oil, from greed, from limits." That statement set off a global wave. Protests began demanding renewable energy revolutions. Young inventors across Asia and Europe started experimenting with similar designs. Ethan's face appeared on magazine covers, next to words like "the man who freed motion."